Now, welcome to another re-review of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. This time it is the second episode of the season, also known as Chapter 10, The Passenger. And so let's get right to that re-review cap.
Okay, this picks up right from where the last episode left off. We left Mos Pelgo. We're heading back to the ship. Mando is attacked by mercenaries who are after Grogu. Bum bum bum.
Yeah, they do the old rope across the road trick.
That looked
Probably
brutal,
would have killed him, but
It's got Beskar.
I don't think Beskar saves you from getting clotheslined like that. Just the sheer force of it all, the physics of it all. But he kind of jetpacked his way out of it. It's fine.
Yeah. At the end of the fight, a Jawa-like guy takes Grogu hostage and will trade him back, though, to Mando for his jetpack. Mando accepts and then remotely controls the jetpack to eject the Jawa.
I like the little exchange between Grogu and Mando, as if Grogu's like, "Really, you had to do that?" And kind of shrugs, like, "Yeah, I did. Deal with it."
They're starting to understand each other. So now Mando and Son have to walk back to town across the desert. He meets back up with his girl Peli Motts back in town, who is gambling with someone who can send a contact his way to find Mandalorians. This contact wants passage to the system where the Mandalorians are, in exchange for the information. But she's also carrying eggs. So she says that they can't use the hyperdrive, which means it's going to be a slow trip.
Yes, sublight. I don't know how that doesn't take forever, but we will ignore the physics again.
Her
A lot
husband,
of ignoring of physics in this episode.
yeah, her husband has seen the Mandalorians, and Grogu is very fascinated by the eggs that she has.
That's one way to put it.
So it's going to be a long flight. Grogu eats one, and so begins the online controversy.
Eating the eggs of a sentient species.
But
Though
they're
they're
not
not fertilized, so that makes it so much better.
Like chickens, I guess. Except they're not. You can't talk to a chicken.
Well, you can talk to them, but if they talk back, you might have a problem.
All right, well, en route to the new system here, 2 X-Wings hail the Razor Crest because he doesn't have a beacon, and they inform him that under Republic law, he needs a beacon. Then they want him to do a ping, and Mando's like, "I don't want to give a ping. That's, it's broken. It's totally broken." So they're like, "All right, you got to follow us to the station." So he's like, "Here's my ping." And then immediately the X-Wings move their wings into attack position and ask him if he was near a Republic prison. So Mando takes off. He runs.
He does.
He makes his way down to a canyon on a nearby planet with the X-Wings still in pursuit, threatening to shoot him down. Mando manages to evade and land, all in stealth, and then his ship falls through the ice and looks to be quite damaged. Like, there's a big hole in the side of the ship. Mando leaves Frog Lady up in the front, and he goes in the back to look for her eggs because she's very upset, and he finds Grogu eating them again.
Yep. Common theme throughout the episode. He eats a lot of eggs. Like, how many did he eat throughout, do you think?
I don't know.
Half dozen?
There was no count.
That's only the ones we've seen.
There's no count. And the man was like, "Stop it! Stop it! No more eating the eggs. I told you." And then he's like, "Okay, Frog Lady, that I can't talk to because I don't speak frog. We're going to figure things out in the morning. We're just going to take a nap." But Frog Lady is very worried about the eggs. You can tell. She's like tapping on him and she's trying to get his attention, but whatever. So Grogu cuddles up with Mando and they're going to take a nappy nap.
Yep.
Until she starts using the dead droid from Season 1 to communicate with Mando. The importance of getting her eggs to where they are going, because it'll end her family line. This is the last chance she's got. Good thing Grogu's eating them. She also reminds him of the importance of his honor as a Mandalorian, which
Seems like she knows more about Mandalorians than he does sometimes.
spurs him back into action. He grabs his toolbox and heads outside to start repairing the ship. Which you're looking at this going, "Really? You can fix this?"
I know. It's one of those things
It
where
looks
you're like,
bad.
you would need like a team, and then it would take a long time because your ship is like destroyed. Makes me wonder if they really could patch together from all the little pieces when it gets blown up later on.
He just has to pick them all up and fine. Alright, so he's out there doing his repairs, and Grogu comes out, and he's trying to get Mando's attention, and Mando kind of is like, "Yeah, whatever, get back in the ship, it's cold, little guy." Grogu wanders away, and so Mando's like, "Okay, what's going on?" And he goes, "Uh-oh, he was trying to let me know that the Frog Lady left the ship." Grogu doing important things.
That is probably one of the more important pieces of information he's ever conveyed, if not the first time he's ever conveyed information.
Well, they wander off together and they find her in a hot spring with her eggs.
How did she know the hot spring was there?
Maybe she just could sense the warmth. I don't know. I don't
Just
know what her
curious.
abilities are as a frog lady.
Apparently frog ladies can sense hot springs.
Maybe she just could sense that there was warmth somewhere. So Mando is gathering the eggs up to put back in the container, and he's like, no, man, we shouldn't be out here. We should be in the ship. And Grogu's trying to reach for him, and he's like, no, and you don't, Grogu, don't touch them. He's putting them back in the thing. Grogu's now sad because he can't eat any more eggs. He was stopped once again. So he wanders off and finds something else to eat. He finds baby spiders in an egg.
Does it feel like aliens at all here?
No. And then they all start to hatch. And adult spiders show up. So now they have a hasty retreat to make back to the ship while the giant spiders attack. Mando manages to blow up the biggest spider he could find, but they are very much outnumbered by the little spiders.
Yeah.
And they're being swarmed by all the small ones.
Yeah.
They make it to the ship, but even the ship is being infiltrated, so they're locked into the cockpit. The frog lady even manages to save Grogu from some of the spiders that get in. She shoots them and saves them, and Grogu's like, oh, here I was eating her eggs.
I mean, I still will eat her eggs later.
But barricaded into the cockpit, Mando fires up the ship to see if they can just fly out of there, and then a giant spider lands on the top of the ship. And it seems all hope might be lost. The Republic X-Wings show up, and they start attacking the spiders.
Yeah, picking them off. No problem.
Yeah.
Look at that aim.
They're pretty good. I mean, they got their X-Wings, they got, 2 blasters, and they are just taking out spiders. Mando goes out to meet the 2 pilots. He finds out that he has a warrant for freeing Quinn from the Republic station, but they also do note that he did capture 3 from the most wanted list.
Trading 3 for 1? Yeah.
Yep. And he did try to protect the officer on board. They saw that as well.
Yeah.
So they decided they're just going to let him go with a warning. And told him, hey man, fix your transponder.
Get that brake light fixed.
They didn't mention that he led them back to Quinn, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they blew...
Maybe
I don't know
maybe
what
they
happened.
didn't realize that they killed Quinn.
Yeah,
Well,
like, you guys got Quinn, too. Like, you
you
blew up
did
the
get Quinn,
station
too.
or something. I don't know exactly what you guys did, but
Yeah.
there was a lot of firing.
No,
Probably
Mando
dead.
is just going to fix the cockpit of his ship so they can limp on out of there to the planet that Frog Lady's mate is on, as well as the rumored Mandalorian covert. Grogu eyes up the eggs one more time and sneakily eats one more as they slow roll off to their destination.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. This wasn't the best episode of the season.
No.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. I like when they include aliens and they give you a little bit about them. Like, we know a little bit about this frog
World
lady.
building, yeah.
And stuff now.
She can sense hot water, yeah. Just kidding. I like to ask these questions. These are the things I notice, whether I like it or not. And I'm sure a lot of other people too do as well. So
There's a lot of questions out there.
there's always a lot of questions. Like, how did the Raiders know he was out in the Mos Pelgo? Like,
Pretty.
I mean, that was a little more explainable. Somebody could have seen him and known about it in Mos Pelgo, and sure. But the hot water thing doesn't bother me. But I just wonder, like, how did she know it was there? Did she just go exploring and happen upon it?
Maybe she knew she needed to find somewhere warm for the eggs.
Yeah, could be. I mean, it's fine. It's a fine episode. It's not. There's some gems in season 2,
I
and
said this one led off that huge internet controversy about
the eating of the eggs.
Grogu eating the eggs, and I was like, I didn't really think of it the first time I watched it. I was like, oh yeah, those are
it's kind of
someone's babies,
yeah.
or going to be.
Yeah.
And Grogu's just
She didn't seem to really get upset about it. Like, she had to know.
When he eyeballed it once in front of her, she kind of like held them
like
more
she
protectively.
knew he was
like
eating
she
them,
knew.
but she was like, yeah, that's what kids do. They eat eggs.
I suppose they do.
Some do, yeah, but not like that kind of egg.
It's weird in a galaxy full of creatures.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anytime.
Jawas were eating the mudhorn egg in the first
Yeah,
episodes.
Mudhorn's not a sentient creature, though. I don't know if that does that make it worse and better? I don't know. I think it does.
It might be the only egg a mudhorn can ever have, for all we know.
Maybe.
Might have killed
Maybe
off the
mudhorns are
mudhorns on
smarter than we'll ever
Tatooine.
know. Maybe they're the smartest creatures in the galaxy, and they just hide
Like
it.
dolphins.
Dolphins are good,
Mm-hmm.
Good example. Dolphins, highly intelligent. I don't know.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to debate it. It's an interesting thing to point out. I don't care either way, to be completely honest with you, I think. But anyway, yeah, decent episode. Nothing special, but I think this is where things really start to ramp up, starting with the next one. And so that is where we will call it for now. So do take to the comments below. Tell us what you thought of this episode. Tell us what you think about Grogu eating eggs. Whatever the case may be, leave those comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.